What's up, people? Xogue here, coming at you with episode 7 of Mod Sauce. What's up here, daisies? I ain't used you guys in a while. Monopool thing. It's full. So I was working a little bit off camera. You see a little thing over there, and then you might have seen maybe a little something there. Yeah, like I said at the end of the last episode, I wanted to get something built of an actual base, and at the very least set up an area where I could start moving things to, and that's pretty much what I've done. Now, don't judge it too harshly. Yes, there's a lot of cobblestone. Don't worry, I know it's ugly. It's only placeholders for marble, except for this thing. I don't know exactly what this is going to be, but at the moment, it's just so I can put my windmills in places. So yeah, that's going to be a thing here. That's just where the power is going to come from at the moment. And yeah, I'm going to add a few more in case you couldn't tell by the length of the platform. But, you know, this is going to be a little thing here. And I really like the entrance. Yeah, I was conserving blocks. I was going to do it these two, but the connected textures, they don't work if it's broken up, as you see here. So I didn't worry about that too much. But for these guys, when they don't have a connected texture, I figured, you know, what the heck. So this is going to be extended all the way down here. It's going to be out into probably this whole area. Eventually it's going to come down and around. This is all going to be flat, maybe some kind of a dock place thing or something, ships and stuff. I don't know. We're going to see about that. That'll be probably pretty far in the future. But as for right now, I wanted to finish, you know, something of the base, and this is all the marble that I had. So I figured we need to move my quarry. So I didn't move it yet. I still need to take down everything. I need to move everything into my system and all that good stuff. And I didn't want to set this whole system up again. So I made some ender chests. So now the system, the setup is going to have, you know, these guys here, which eventually, once I get a huge power system thing online with a whole bunch of windmills or some kind of solar or something, it's going to go into a tesseract. And then this whole setup is going to be 3 pieces: the quarry, the ender chest, and a tesseract. And then it's just going to work, and it's going to be awesome. But until then, I have been able to remove all of this with an ender chest. And the way I did that, go back over here. So, well, let me finish up here real quick. So the entire setup is going to be the windmills, the pipes, into the quarry with an ender chest on top. And that's going to be the quarry that I move to the next place. So then back over here, you guys know how ender chests work, but you may not know how these ender chests work. Basically, it's the same thing as an ender chest, but what these 3 white things on top are is you can dye them. You can take a dye in your hand and click it, or shift click it, or something, and it'll change the color of the one you're pointing at. And what that does is basically it tells the chests which ones to link together. So if this was red, white, white, it would only link with other ender chests that had red, white, white. But since it's all white and those are all white, you see up in the tooltip up top, it says white, white, white. So, I mean, they differentiate like that. So we can have a whole network of ender chests. And I really, really like this idea, and I might use this extensively. I'm not sure yet. We're going to see how that works out. But right now, we're going to do that. And basically, the idea is that I have this connected to an import bus. Ignore the capacity cards. Those were just because I wanted to see if that was what opened these slots up. And like I thought it was, it is. Apparently you need 2 to open it up completely. But this is basically sorting. So if there's anything here, that's what it's going to pluck out of the chest. And I want everything to come out of the chest so it's not full. But then I have the acceleration cards, which moves it super fast. Like, it'll have no problem keeping up with that. So now that I had that situation set up, let me show you what I had to go through to get it. So basically I had ender chests, right? So I knew I wanted this setup. So I clicked on this and I was like, crap, ender pearls? Crap, blaze rods? Are you kidding me? I had plenty of obsidian from the other quarry. I guess I had wool in there somewhere in chests. Sure. So I was like, all right, well, I need some blaze rods first thing because I only had like 1 in my system. So I went back into the nether. I used my little matter transporter, which I've showed you before. But I'll show you again. Matter, this thing. which if you want to see how it's made, again, ender pearls, diamond shard, which is made from a diamond, and you get 3 of them, and the stick. But, you know, I use that on a blaze spawner, which is what this box is. Now, this is a very simple setup. Obviously, it's made out of dirt, and there's not a whole lot to it, but if you listen, soon enough, you're going to hear... now it's being tricky. Come on. There it goes. There's the blaze. You see on the mini-map, too. Okay, well, yeah, you get the idea. And, basically... Oop. Not that one. We'll go higher. Let's wait till he dies. Dead. So basically it's just water going into the middle spike. And it's off-center. It's not even. I'm not completely sure why I haven't gotten blazes on top, because that's right up against the ceiling and all types of good things. But it works. And I got my blaze rods out of it. So I am happy. Oh, hey, dude. So, after I got my blaze rods, I was like, man, ender pearls, what am I going to do? So, I have a lot of these. Now, where did I get them? I didn't get them from the end. No. I kind of explored, because I knew random chests around the world in some kind of randomly generated areas, they can give you ender pearls. So, I basically just found one of those, and I got super lucky. It was, it basically had like 9 more. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 9 more seeds and a couple ender pearls. So it had everything I needed. I don't know, that was great. That was good stuff. So once all those things grow, I could probably actually get to the end, and then I won't have any problems with ender pearls ever again, because that'll be great. Or what I want to do is I want to find an enderman spawner. And there are a couple dungeons that have them. I know I have a few roguelikes. If you see my little tooltip things here, I think there are some. That's not one. That's a meteor. That's not one either. I know I have a couple. There's 2. I think there's 3. Yeah, there's 3 on my map somewhere. So, I think there's some in there. And as soon as I can kill enough, I'll probably get the whole soul shard thing. I'll be doing that at some point in the future, but I'm not sure exactly when. And yeah, so that's what I really want to get. But until then, I can just kind of jump into the end and kind of kill a few whenever I need some ender pearls, and that'll be fine. So the basic idea now is that I want to move my setup from here. I want to move that over here, and it's just going to be AE right now. I'm not going to slot anything else in the new sort of kind of newish base. I'm only going to move the AE system, this kind of the powered machines and stuff. I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to set my windmills up, probably make a few more of them, put them on top, link everything together, make sure it works. And then I'll bring you back after I tear this down. And I'll probably be in the mining dimension looking for a place to set the quarry up when I come back. Okay, and here we are in the mining world. So we're going to set this up real quick. And I'm not too incredibly worried about where the quarry is going to go, considering the entire place is mine. But as long as I walk through the portal, I can get to it pretty quick, and I'm not going to fall into it. I think I'm good, so I'm going to stick it out a little bit. Here's a little trick if you didn't already know. If you power one of these, it pretty much shows you exactly where you can go. And the general idea is that whatever block it's in, at the last block it's in, that's the one you want to place it in. And you go back here, and we're going to go out this direction. And it's a very, very handy little guide. So then we can go back to this corner. Oop. Remove this. Click. There it is. Then we are going to go ahead, place down the quarry. Let's check the chunks stuff real quick. Where are my chunks at? Where are my chunks at? Alright, so I just need to make sure I place it this direction, and it should be good. Plop that down real quick. Here's my torch. Let me go get my other ones. Thank you, flying. I love to fly. Alright. The other one should be right here. Let me tell you, doing it here in the mining world is so much easier. I should not have really taken down that island, but for some reason I just decided I really wanted to. So I did. It kind of just happened. So the general idea here, give me, what are these, the gold ones? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pop those like that. Put these right here. And then windmill, windmill. And there it goes, starting to destroy everything. Now the only other thing we should have to do is put that right there. Now I want to keep an eye on this for a little bit just to make sure that it does do everything it's supposed to do. And make sure that what I'm expecting to happen, all the items going into here and being able to keep up and all that good stuff is true. And then I'm going to show you something when I get back to base. But before I take a little cut here, we're on level 91. So these things are going to get a lot of power. So this is actually going to go pretty daggone quick. And maybe I'll show that to you right before I show you what I need to show you back at the base. So hang tight. Let me... I'm going to let you skip through all this stuff. All right, and here we go. It's about to finish doing the frame thingamajig. If it fails, I figure it's probably something you're going to see. So let's see what it does. Here goes. Final last bits. Is it going to spew all over the place? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's got to reset itself. Derp. Come on, man. Oh man, there's a chest. Cool. With lava. Good thing I saw that. It's a chest. Go. There it goes. Are you spewing? Are you putting it everywhere? Nope, you're going inside. Is it keeping up? Seems like it can keep up. Alright, we're gonna see how fast is it going. I'm pretty, I know I said it's gonna go super fast. It's not gonna go that fast. It's still just windmills. But I am going to do something before I show you my base that I think is going to be pretty cool. But I'm going to go get this chest first. Hey, pressure plates. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I got to go over. Yeah, technically I guess you can remove the frame and it's not really going to do anything. Because, you know, I did that in the other one. What? Crap. Crap, crap. Mega crap. Okay, so... let me go do what I'm going to do, and then I'll show you what I've got going on when I come back. That's a little bit better. Not by a whole lot, mind you, but a little bit. Basically, all I did was just add two more windmills. So now this thing's going to be going pretty quick, and now I'm pretty sure the speed, it's going to be able to keep up pretty well because of the upgrades I put into the import bus of the ME drive. The ME system, the AE system. So, ow, I should have gotten chopped or something. Shouldn't this like be hurting me? No, guess not. Gotta love Minecraft. So, I changed my mind. I was building over here, started doing some stuff. I had the thing set up and I walked in here. I was like, oh, yay, 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 click, boom. What? Yeah. Creeper. Creepers suck. I hate creepers. So I liked being over here because I was secluded, you know, surrounded on all sides by water. Even if a creeper did come, I'd have the water. So I'm going to start building it out in this direction. And I think that's also going to be awesome because, I don't know, I really like water, period. It's just a fact. I don't know why. I just like the water a lot more than not. Could be the blue. Very well could be the blue. Could be the fact that I could jump into it at any time. And also, I always like my bases to be open. And with a design like this, I would feel almost obligated to have some kind of walls and a roof and all that crazy stuff. I don't need walls. I don't need a roof. I'm just going to leave it wide open and just well lit so I can see everybody coming. And at any point in time, I can run anywhere in my base and just be like, uh-huh. And now I'm off. And I've always liked that open idea. I still have the covers. But, you know, so that's kind of how it's going to be. But the point, or the fact still remains that I need a lot more marble. I'm going to need a whole lot of marble to do this. So it's going to be a slow progress kind of a thing. And right now, this is about all I can do. So I'm still working over here. And as soon as I start getting some more marble, you know, from the quarry or wherever, then, you know, we'll be good to go on that front. But another thing we need to work on, I think we need a second ME drive. ME drive? Yeah, that's what it's called, ME drive. So I need to start working on some 64s because I have a whole lot of cobblestone. No, what? No. Click. Cobble. Not cobble. What is this? 1M. Basically 100,000. I don't know why M is 1,000, but whatever. The first time I saw 1M, I was like, I have 1 million cobblestone? Holy crap. But no, it's just 100,000. I've also been, have my little thing in here. It's, I can't get in. All right, there we go. So, I came in here a little while ago and I had a whole bunch of zombies. There was like 30 zombies in here. I was like, yeah, free LP. Sure, why not? Went over, got my sacrificial knife, killed them all. That was pretty fun. That was cool. So, I finally got this hooked up to power source. I rebuilt these, but I don't have the upgrades yet because these were blown up. This was blown up. This was blown up. This was blown up. A bunch of my cable was blown up. My ME drive was blown up, but thank goodness the discs were fine, so I had to remake the ME drive. The inscriber got blown up, but I got the item back. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. He was like right in the middle of that, and somehow I didn't see him, I didn't hear him, nothing. Just boom, and I was blown half damage, and all of my stuff was gone. I was pretty irritated. I was quite irritated. Hey, fully grown plant, come here. Come on, man. There we go. Thank you. So now another ender pearl. Woo! So yeah, I'm gonna stay over here. I'm gonna be building over in the water. And I like the idea of being close to the water, not like hovering above it. I want it to be like my base is floating on the water, like it's a boathouse. In literal terms, it's a house that's a boat, but doesn't look like one. I don't know. Houseboat? Boathouse? Something. So, that's the basic idea. I'm going to start working on crafting up anchor. That is so even when I'm not in the area, my ME system can still process all of this stuff. And dirt's going to be another thing I'm going to have in huge amounts. So I definitely got to start working on a second drive and get some 64s going. At least 2 is what I'm shooting for. At least 2, but maybe even more than that. But if you look at the 64s, what happened? Oh, sweet. So 64. That's a number, and it's going to give me this. So I need 1 of these, which means I need 3 of these. And all this other stuff is negligible. That's not a big deal. I can make them all. But I need 3 of these, which means I need 9 of these, which means I need 27 of these for 1 64K. So that times 3 is another really big number. I'm not going to do the math in my head at the moment. So I want 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm going to make a bunch of those little ones. And I'm going to see how many I can get. But I know it at least has to be over, what's 27 times 2? 54? At least over 54 of them. So, yeah, I'm going to be busy for a little bit. But good news. Good news. Awesome news. You guys don't have to sit through it. So I'll be back in a second. And I'm back. Quarry's going. It's doing things. This was just like grass a second ago. It's weird how the texture changes. At least this is the cool orange thing now. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's not super fast. I actually thought it was going to be faster with just the 2, but apparently I was wrong. Don't know my speeds of the windmills and stuff, but it's really not that slow. It's just not as fast as, some of the other people you see in playing with quarries and stuff. And, mine will eventually pick up in the speed, but for now, that's definitely fine. I can deal with it. I went around to a few of these places down here. I just got blown up by one and a second ago, but it wasn't too bad. He actually he sacrificed all of his future brothers to try to kill me, and he failed because when he blew up the spawner. It was pretty cool. But I was going around. I was just kind of exploring, hoping to find some kind of Enderman spawner. But I got a few more Ender pearls. I got some more Ender lily seeds. I got some weird, cool little things. If I can find them, I'll show them to you. But probably not in this episode. But yeah, there's not a whole lot here. I just got to wait for this. I got a little bit more marble. And, I kind of added a little bit to the base. Oh, and another thing that I didn't quite show you. When I was showing you all the Ender chest stuff, You also have the ender pouch, which is another thing that I made. It's pretty easy, you know, 3 pieces of leather, 4 blaze powders, a wool, and an ender pearl. It's pretty easy, and it's very handy because when I go, you know, if I were ever to mine again, where I go out on my adventures around over here like I just did, it came in a lot of use because, you know, I'd fill up my inventory and be like, well, crap. Ender pouch. Thank you. You saw a little glitch. But yeah, these are all linked. And I got to research a little bit about this guy to see exactly how to change these colors in case I want to link, you know, carry a couple of them, a few different networks. I don't know if you can. I assume you can because it does show the colors. It seems to. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. So, yeah. Back in this place. Whoop, wrong way. Go up, fly. Let's go around this way. So I did a little bit to the base. Just a very, very little bit. I already had a bunch of these, and I can make a crap ton of these if I really need to. As you know, I have crap tons of cobble, which means I can turn it into stone, which means I can turn it into stone bricks. And then I just need to find all the dye to actually color them light blue, and then we're good to go. But this is going to be... this could be like a little center room thing. This is where all the AE stuff is going to be. And this might have higher walls or something. It might be hidden more or something. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. But that's the idea, is that this middle area right here is going to be all the AE empowered things. A little up higher. Again, I don't know exactly how, on top of a roof or something. I already said I'm not going to have a roof. So maybe it's just going to be like way up in the sky. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm going to have to get Tesseracts if I want to put it way up there. But, yeah, it's going to be, like, everything powered. And this is going to continue around. And then it's going to spurt off in probably all 3 of these directions to different areas. One of them probably Blood Magic, one of them Botania, the other one going down a hallway that'll break off more into other areas. Something along those lines. But this is going to be the overall theme of the place. Certain areas might have different themes, maybe to fit the blood magic theme in that quote-unquote room, if it is going to be one. The Botania one might have some more naturey stuff in it, or, you know, that kind of thing. But this is the overall design, at the very least the overall color scheme that I've come up with that I kind of want to use. On my Bare Roots series, I use a lot of wood, and I kind of want to get away from that, especially since we have, you know, carpenter's blocks, which is another thing I didn't mention. I was referencing them all the time, like these covers. I was saying, you know, oh, I'm using covers and stuff, but I didn't actually show you anything about them. But basically, the basic idea of how you use these blocks is you make a saw. And you have the regular stone saw, the iron saw, and the diamond saw. And the way you make these is pretty much the same pattern. I just pointed to the screen. But you have, you know, the stone one has flint, that has iron, and this has diamond. But the overall shape around here is sticks and stone tool rods, which are pretty easy to get. But then you can just take any blocks, and based on how you cut them, or how you place them, like for example, the saw over top will give you these. And then if you have some of these, let me get my blocks back, and you can chop them this way, and you can get stone brick pillars. Chop them this way, you get, you know, the thinner panels, which is, you know, that's kind of like what I did. I get some panels, and then you can chop them again here to get the covers, or you could chop them here to get posts. You know, and it's just kind of, you know, based on how you cut them, you can play with that and stuff, and just kind of play with that. That's all. That's real cool. You got these different kinds of things. You also have the carpenter mod. Wait. This would be easier for that. Carpenter's blocks. And these are really cool. I'll probably start using some of these a little later. These are a little more in depth for... basically, I'd have to use them to show you. I couldn't just explain it. So I'd have to find a place where I can use them, or I want to use them, and then I'll get into that. But that's the basic idea. I just got to wait on a lot more marble so I can have room. Once I can get enough marble, I want to break off the room for blood magic, and I want to get as far into that as I can. I want to start getting some some bound gear, some bound armor and stuff, and I want to get all that going so that way I can start taking on some of these roguelike dungeons and, things like that. So, yeah. I think that's about it for this episode, guys. If you like it, click that like button. You want to see more? Subscribe, comment, favorite, share. Do what you do. And thanks for watching.